Hi guys, Renelia back with my final project for November for Kitaholic Kits. I am doing a life crafted size layout, which is basically a travels notebook album, and I'm doing it to the size of the page protector. So that's this size here. And I'm doing it in my book that's kind of got selfies of me and my daughter. So that's this album here, and it's literally filled with selfies. A lot of these, actually all of them so far, have been Kitaholic Kits projects. So on this one, I wanted to tap into like the blues, and I wanted to have like a little insert. So this is just a 6x8 page protector that I cut down to kind of create this little insert. So the idea is I'm going to have this insert here and then my photo on this side, but on the background I am using these fussy cut hearts that I cut out from one of the papers that we got in this month's kit. I don't exactly know what I want to do with it yet, but I was thinking maybe like scattering them around the page and then possibly stitching through the middle. So I will have a little play with that and see what I want to do, but I will show you all that on fast forward. Bye. So first things first, I wanted to work on my photo and my little quote card that goes into the little plastic sleeve there. And the photo I cut down a little bit to make room for that bordered which is one of the papers from the kit. And then I just added a little puffy sticker that says with you, and I thought that looks good. I'm not going to do anything else to that, tucking it in the pocket, and it's done. Now I just wanted to embellish this card a little bit as well. It was good by itself and I didn't really need to embellish it, but I just thought just adding something is nice, and so I thought that together from that 12x12 sticker sheet was perfect because it was the same color and it fits so well under there. And then I am topping that off with a tiny little heart because I'm going to have a fair few hearts on the other side, and that's done. So the way I created this particular layout and like my strategy that I took is that I took all of the colors that I liked the most, being the blues in this instant, and I made sure that they are on the outside border of the layout because I didn't want my photo to cover them. Then I started filling it in with what colors, with the hearts that I liked less and less and less and less and so forth. And so by the end, the ones I liked the most and the colors I really wanted to make shine are kind of on the outside. Then I am sticking them down, but I'm not sticking them down very much. So I'm taking a tiny little strip of the glue right in the middle, and I am sticking that down because I know I'm going to stitch through it. Now the ones in the middle, I know I'm not going to stitch through because it's just a waste of time. My photo is going to cover them anyway. And those ones I stick down properly. And I put them there in case they do pick out in the end. They don't, so there was no need for me to do that. But anyway, then it's on to stitching. I am using my cutting mat and this little poker hole thingy to make the holes before I start stitching, just because it's quite a lot of layers now. It's a thick cardstock with on top of textured cardstock with the glue in between, so I really just needed that all those layers secured. And then I did the stitching. I used black thread because the title I'm going to be using is black, and then I'm just finding a spot for where I'm going to put my photo where it makes sort of sense. And I just wanted to also mat this photo in the same way that I matted the one on the other side on this same flowery blue paper. And so I really like how the stitching looks. Now you can see some bits I didn't stitch all the way through. That's because I knew that my photo would be covering those bits and I wasn't going to do any stitching that I didn't have to. I am using glue to stick this down. I was umming and ahhing about this, but I just thought glue is the best way to really get into those crevices, and it's on top of like some of the thread as well, so I didn't really want to mess with that. I am lifting up those edges of the hearts around my photo in the same way that I lifted up the hearts that I stitched down. So the edges of that kind of looks a bit like butterflies, and it creates such beautiful dimension, and I just loved it. And I was thinking, what else am I going to do? Initially I was going to do like a mixed media background, but I'm so glad I didn't because I just feel like the hearts really stand out and the dimension really stands out. So I am going to add my title now, which is going to be Fave Photo. Honestly, it's not my fave photo ever, but it kind of made sense with the layout. I do move the Fave sticker down a bit though. I don't leave it where it is at the moment. I am adding a little phrase there that says right now, and then it's really cool at the end. It kind of looks like it sort of reads all the stickers that I put, if that makes sense. So you can have a look at the end, in the end photos, what I mean. Filling out some of those blank spaces just with these little golden hearts, and then I'm pretty sure I'm calling this one done. Like, I didn't want to really do too much to it. Yes, that's when I'm moving that fave down because I thought it was just a bit too much space. And so I'm moving down, tucking it underneath that love heart there. And yeah, it's done. There is nothing else to do on this layout. I love how it turned out. And I love that dimension and that those hearts as well. And I like that I use the black thread because it really stands out. Anyway, I will see you all next month. I hope you've had a wonderful month and happy crafting. Bye.